Hey, how are you doing? This is a response video to Mr. Sensible. Some weeks ago back, he asked me out of the blue, I don't know why, to make a video detailing the Coriolis effect. And he said that he was going to debunk it before I ever made it, that was. So I made a video, it's only 3 minutes something long. I detailed it in the video. I went through it twice. It's 100% correct and it cannot be debunked. But Mr. Sensible seems to have gotten his wires crossed as to what the Coriolis effect is. So this is a response to the video he made as a response to the video he asked me to make. Right, bit of a headbender. So I titled this Mr. Wrong. It'll be a short video and it'll be to the point. Okay, Mr. Sensible, I have watched your response video to me on the Coriolis effect in its entirety, and these are the points I take away from it. 1. Your video response to me started it the same way as your other response videos to me, with an attempt at character assassination. Question mark. Now I understand there is a certain amount of selling of a video that you're looking to do, but it seems that you're relying on some kind of character assassination and misrepresentation of your opponents as a form of defense. Now to me that screams weakness in your arguments. As if you had any solid arguments, then you wouldn't need to stoop to that level of nonsense. But obviously, you need that. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. 2. The only detailing of the Coriolis effect in your video was done by me. The rest was just you confusing yourself with what the conservation of angular momentum is. Question mark. 3. You detail the basics of the conservation of momentum and even show a kind of a demonstration of this up to a point, and then proceed to turn me into an imaginary drug smuggler and completely contradict yourself in the process. Question mark. 4. You proceed to take a globe and make a straight line up it from South America to Eastern United States. From South America to the Eastern United States, and then claim that if a person catapulted a package straight up from one location to another, that the package would end up in the ocean as the globe was spinning at different rates at different latitudes, completely destroying your previous claim and demonstration of the conservation of momentum, with the mindset that because the package started at a lower latitude, that the speed of the rotation was different at the equator, let's say, than it is at 40 degrees north latitude. 5. This claim of the globe rotating at different speeds shows your understanding of your own model, as that claim is only prevalent for people who may be standing at those two separate locations on the fantasy model Earth known as the globe Earth. LOL. It's not something that would affect something in the air above it, as that whole line that you pointed out from South America to the United States is all moving at the exact same angular rate. The angular speed of that whole line is the same throughout. No part of that is moving faster than the other. Question mark. 6. To show you how wrong your claim is, I will use a claim from your own side concerning your own model, and that is that aeroplanes, there's a few little airplanes, moving north to south or south to north will change their conservation of angular momentum rate naturally with the Earth as the atmosphere, LOL, they are in will change, so they automatically change, and this is why pilots never have to account for what you think Coriolis is. Question mark, LOL. Unless you can find a pilot that accounts for this. Haha. Just joking, smiley face. Now, this claim here changes around. I've heard all different versions of this number 6. Other people might claim it different. Your claim, Mr. Sensible, might be different from, let's say, George Netchuk's. And Rumpus's claim might be different. This claim changes from day to day, week to week, person to person. So it's never concreted and solid in the ground. It's just a claim that's out there that can mutate into anything. But I just threw this in anyway because you have to account for why pilots don't account for this supposed what you think Coriolis is. 7. You never showed the Coriolis effect in your video. You just confused yourself with the conservation of momentum, both linear and angular, and then tried to call any of them the Coriolis effect. and then debunks your claim concerning these effects by showing how this claimed conservation of momentum has different gears at different latitudes while all moving at the exact same rate. Ha 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 ha. 8. If I'm going at 30 miles per hour and you're going at 70 miles per hour on the same object, and we are both in line with each other, and the only difference is that where you stand has a wider turning circle than where I stand, but we are both standing on the same rotating object, then our angular rates are equal, as it will take us both the exact same amount of time to complete a circle. Question mark. 9. The conservation of angular momentum is not measured in miles per hour. So if an object is retaining the angular momentum of a rotating body, the retention is exactly the same regardless of what part of the rotating body the object is over. And this very fact debunks your claims of north to south or south to north differences for an object that is retaining angular momentum. Your own car video debunks this claim also, as regardless of where you left the tennis ball go, up near the car's roof or down near the car's door, the retention rate is equal. 10. The claimed rotation speed that is part of your globe model is measured in miles per hour because of distance. The distance that the globe model claims is a measure of the circle of that particular latitude, and it is not connected to the angular rate/speed or the conservation of this angular rate/speed's momentum that is measured in rotations. The two are different descriptions for very good reasons, because they are two different things. Question mark. This is Brian's logic, a flat earther schooling you, Mr. Sensible, on your own model, something that Brian's logic has zero belief in. Oh, and remember, it's not the conservation of miles per hour momentum you're claiming, it's the conservation of angular momentum you're claiming. The end. Thank you.